All right, everybody, we are back. B-side final. Stephen Holem in the hot seat, which sent Ben Francis over to the B-side. Jordan just defeating Mark Vinogradov out in 4th place. Collected a cool 320, I believe it was, for 4th. It's going to be $470 for a 3rd place finish. Second is $700 and $1,350 for first. So not a terrible payday for these guys for a weekend. Some extra Christmas money. We had a full draw at 64 players for this event. Staggered entry, depending on your Fargo. So you paid either $35, $50, $100, or $125, depending on your Fargo. Just pulling up the chat on YouTube as well. So I have both chats going on Facebook and YouTube. Bank shot attempt by Jordan on the 2-ball. Leaves a bit of a tough shot. I'm not sure if this 2-ball is bankable. We'll see what Ben tries to do here. See if he goes for the bank or if he tries for a safety. Keith on Facebook says, thanks for the stream from sunny 10-degree Victoria. Well, you don't have to rub it in, Keith. Actually, it's not too bad here today. I would say it's just a little bit cooler. It is 2 degrees. I guess it is a little bit cooler. But not terrible. It could be worse. Definitely could be worse. So nice safety by Ben there. Hide the cue ball behind the 8-10. Can Jordan spin this off the rail for the 2-ball? Good contact. Did not make it. And I don't believe the 2-ball passes the 3. Ben's got a window to make contact with the 2, but I don't think he can make it past the 3. So he's going to look at the combination here. Yeah, Keith, being on the water there definitely makes a difference. It would be cooler. Probably feels like it's 2, like it is here. But we've had a pretty nice week. It's been above 0 all week, so can't ask for too much more. It is December. Nice combination and a good hold on the 2-ball for the next shot. It looks like the 2, 4, 7, 8, 10 leads nicely to each other. So I favor Ben to get out here. Little punch, just draw back slightly for the 8. That's going to make it easier for A shot on the 10. And Ben is going to get the first rack. Tyler rubbing it in just a little bit more. 3 hours north in Comox. It's only 8 and overcast. Yeah, well, you know, it's December and we only have to wear our light fall jackets, so I'm not going to complain. It could be 40 degrees negative worse. Romeo doing it in full Filipino style. Pool on one TV and karaoke on the other. Can't ask for a better Sunday, hey Romeo? Rack number 2, Ben to break. Yeah, Mario, totally right. You could be in Fort McMurray. That would definitely be worse. Hopefully you guys will have some decent weather throughout the holidays also. It gets cold up there. Big break. A little kick for the 1. Could have had a little bit of a nicer opener. I'm not really sure. The angle on the camera is a little deceiving. This looks cuttable, but if you look at the table live, it is pretty steep. It is thin and just makes it. Does not get rewarded for that thin cut. Ben was able just to chip the paint off that 1 ball. Ben's going to call the 2 in the left side pocket. A kick cut. These ones are tough. He was looking for a good rub off the 6, maybe? Gets a good leave, however. 2 ball tucked in behind the 8. Can Jordan see the edge of this 2 ball? Is he going for the 2-6 carom? No. Looking at the table, the 6 ball looked like it was over the pocket, but it's not. Tyler is bedridden mostly due to a motorcycle accident in August. Physio getting me back on my feet and playing pool, but well, what I can say is don't force it. I know it's tough being laid up, but you need to heal properly. So wishing you all the best. Glad we can keep you entertained with a little bit of pool this weekend, though. If you had tuned in earlier this weekend, you may have found that there was no audio or no commentary for the majority of it. Fortunately, unfortunately, all of us here at CSL are pool players. I was busy running the event. Ben obviously busy playing. Same with Johnny. Grant is working for most of the weekend, so wasn't able to join us. And I believe same with Peter. So we apologize for the lack of commentary this weekend, but we are here for the last day. Now that everything has slowed down and the draw pretty much runs itself, these guys know how to run their own tournaments, so it's not like I have to do much. but hand out money. So we should be able to cover the last remaining matches for you. Nice little roll of the 7 and holding the cue ball for the 8 by Ben there. A little bit more angle than he was hoping for, but I think he's all right. He would love to draw back for this 9 ball, but this could be a little tricky. Those side pockets are big. Maybe a little punch is going to help get that cue ball past that side pocket. Or cut it into the side pocket. Shot made you hold your breath a little bit. Makes a 9 ball cut, no problem. And nice and straight on this 10 ball. Ben just urging the cue ball to hold up. Didn't want to be shooting off that rail. Should be all right here. Ben's going to be 2 games in the lead. If you missed the Fall Classic poster, this event here was staggered entry, anywhere from 35, 50, 100, or 125 for entry, depending on your Fargo. We had a full draw at 64 players. Format for this event was 10 ball on both sides, 10 ball on both sides, A side and the B side. A side was 9-foot tables and B side is 7-foot tables. We have 10 9-foots on one side of the room and 8 7-foots on the other. But with this format, we were able to keep the tournament flowing pretty quickly, nice and smoothly, and played down and brought back the final 6 only for Championship Sunday. A little bit of a two-way shot there from Jordan. 1-7 combination. But hid the cue ball behind the 2. And lots of traffic for Ben to navigate through here. It's going to go off that side rail. Well, Tyler, we're wishing you all the best. Hope that you're walking sooner than later. But like I said, don't rush it. Take the time. It's holiday season. Take it easy. I have mixed feelings about the motorcycle. You know, you love them, you hate them, and it's not so much the bikers that you have to worry about. It's everybody else that you have to worry about. I don't know. I would have a real hard time if my kids ever really wanted to take up biking. Tough spot for Jordan here. Can connect with the 1 ball, but doesn't look like it really goes anywhere. And where can you leave Ben that's safe? That might work. I don't think he got quite behind that 5 ball. Ben just getting down real low to see if he's got a window here. Looks like the Sunday weekly 9-ball event is under full swing on the 9-foot table, so lots of traffic happening on that side. Not sure how many players that they got today. Looks pretty busy over there. And normally they get around 50 players in this weekly Sunday event. A $10,000 break pot every week. They draw for breaks. Highly recommend making it out to Leather Pocket for the Sunday tournament if you're able to. Really great turnout every week. Ben just opting to go for the contained safety here, leaving the 1-ball tough. Quite a bit of traffic on this table and leaves the cue ball on that rail. Jordan returning the favor. Looks like Ben can hit the side of that 1-ball, but that side pocket is a hazard. Looks like Ben's calling the corner pocket. I'm not sure if the 1-ball bypasses the 4. It does. I did not think it passed the 4-ball. Nice little gentle rub off the 9. A little bit of a steeper angle on this 3 than he had planned, but I think this will still work. Coming around 3 rails for the 4. Ben's picking this rack apart 1 ball at a time. Good hold for the 5. Should be able to just stop the cue ball for the 6, 8, 9, 10. I don't foresee any problems here. Ben's on the right side of this 8-ball to hold for the 9. Just come off that long rail. Jordan says that's good. Ben's going to extend the lead by another game. Jordan would love to get on the board here. Played hard all weekend. Played some pretty amazing shots. Been playing lots over the last couple months. Played some pretty spectacular shots. But it's going to take a lot to get past Ben. Ben really hungry to get back to gain some revenge on Steven. Dry break. Haven't seen too many of those this weekend. Bound to happen. Ben going back to the arsenal for his jumper. Ben using a Nix Q Innovation jumper, custom jump. I have yet to see one of these Nix Q Innovation custom jumpers available for sale. If you're able to get your hands on one, I don't think any of the players are putting them up for sale. They jump so good. I know that I think Ben gave up his Predator jumper, his Air Rush, for this Nix custom jump. Ben just acknowledging that he got a lucky leave after that jump shot. That was fortunate. Jordan's nice and tight to the back end of that 7. Tough contact here. Oh, a little bit of fortune back and forth. Good effort by Ben. He did not miss that by much. One more rotation of the cue ball, he would have been behind the 10 too. But as it is, Jordan's going to have a shot at this 1, 2, 3. 4 ball might be a little tricky to get on. That's the 4 ball just underneath the 9 on the left side pocket there. Jordan just looking at it. If you can get shape on that 4 ball, 5 to the 10 looks pretty textbook. Jordan opted to play the window between the 6-9 to stay on the 4 ball, and I think he got there. Jordan really just taking his time to pick apart this rack. It's a big game. The game could be either 4-0 or 3-1. And that is going to do it. Jordan is on the board. Ben only leading by 2 in this race to 7. Coming up next, the winner of this match here will go back to the 9-foot, face off against Stephen Holem, who has the hot seat. Looks like Jordan's going to take a quick break here. We'll just take this moment here to give a shout out to Nick Manuel, Nick's Q Innovation. Follow him on his Facebook page. He is absolutely amazing. Everybody in the Calgary area goes and gets their maintenance done on their equipment from him. He has a huge supply of accessories and tips. He's able to make repairs, all that kind of stuff. He is fantastic. Can't say enough good things about Nick. And if you're in the area, make sure you stop by Leather Pocket, growing the game here in Alberta, in Calgary area specifically. I would assume the late owner, Len Spidme, did a free Christmas dinner every year, and I assume that they will continue to do that. They've had it for the last couple of years since Len's passed. So coming up, definitely keep an eye on Calgary pool scene and watch for those posts. Always great to come down Christmas Day for a free Christmas dinner. Not everybody has somewhere to go, and everybody loves to hit some balls and just hang out with the pool community here. So really fortunate that Leather Pocket takes care of our pool community here. Is that another dry break? Nope. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Looks like we did make the 2 ball, but not a great opener again. So Jordan's just going to push. Let Ben deal with this 1 ball. Sid on Facebook is asking if the brackets are online, and they definitely are. The brackets are on Digital Pool. Digital Pool. Oh, Ben tried to do something fancy and it worked against him. Airballed it. Jordan's going to get ball in hand here. And I don't mind this table. 4-ball does easily go into the side as long as you're on the lower end of the table, which he will be if he gets to the 3. Preferably not shooting off the rail, but I think he should be okay here. We have a remote pin master that's got the bracket attached, but if you just go to Digital Pool and put in search in the tournaments for Fall Classic, the leather pocket tournament should be listed there, and it's just got the standard Digital Pool cover page on there because they did not attach the poster. But it is easy enough to pull up. If somebody has the link handy and put it in the chat, I can pin it for us. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everything looks pretty good from this point out. Nice little punch to come back out for the 6. So Jordan just assessing how to get back center table for this 7. Ideally, he would like to be in the top third section there. 7 leads nicely to the 8 if you can get back up there. So play this cue ball 1 rail. Avoided traffic nicely. Jordan just taking a moment there to make sure that he got the right angle on the 9 to make it easy on the 10. Two more balls to get the game within 1. That will do it. Jordan slowly clawing his way back. There's Tyler Robertson coming in clutch with the bracket link. Thank you, Tyler. Pin that up on the Facebook chat for us. We have another dry break. Nice opener on the 1. Ben leaps out of his chair. Ooh, that was a little tight. I thought for sure Ben was going to come around a couple of rails for the 3 ball. Opted to go 1 rail, but ran into the 8. Does it still go? Ben looking low and slow. No problem. Perfect off the point of that side pocket. Taking a deep breath. Looks like he held his breath on that one. Four to the 5, 6 might be a little bit tricky. Maybe 2 or 3 rails for the 6-10 combination. Can he get himself to a place where the 6 is cuttable in the bottom right? Whoa, ball. Ben just holding up the cue ball. Looks like we are going for the 6-10 combination. It was much easier to play shape for the 6-10 combination than the 6 in the bottom right. Makes it. Extending the lead once again by 2. 4-2 for Ben over Jordan. Would really appreciate it if anybody out there wants to share the stream. That would be fantastic. Got a couple of good couple of matches coming up. This one here. And then we will have the winner of this match matching up against Stephen Holem, who's got the hot seat on the A side. Looks like I'm going to get some company, which is awesome because it's really hard to talk to yourself all day. Got our friend Johnny hopping in.
How's everybody doing?
Thanks for hopping in.
No worries. I'm just playing in the 9-ball tournament here, and my opponent's not even here.
Who's up?
I'm not sure who he is.
Oh.
So I just told Johnny, like, just let the other guys play, and when he gets here, I'll play.
Yeah, of course.
Got a good little match going on here. Jordan's not doing so good here.
He's only back by 2. Ben had a good lead. I think it was 3-0 at one point, so Jordan's got a couple back.
Yeah. Well, Jordan and I played this morning here, and he ended up getting me hill. So he's playing really well today. Our match was fun. That was a lot of runouts, a lot of good safeties. You know, it was super, super fun. But I was hoping to be here right now playing Ben. But, you know. Someone's got to win, someone's got to lose.
That's right. And it's never an easy field.
Oh, he tried to hit that 2 a little bit solid, and he came up short. He hooked himself on the 1. And this is like kind of the dangerous part of this game, because if you give either players kind of an open table, it's not going to be an issue for them to get out.
Oh, is he going to try and swerve this?
He's just kind of looking at different options here, find out which one's the best. I think he'll just end up settling in, just kind of kicking it and bringing it to the far rail here, and hopefully use the 2 as a blocker. But he does have this Nick jump cue. And Yeah. He's definitely making sure, because I mean, you give this up, all of a sudden it's 4-3 with his break. So see where he's aiming. That's where he kind of wants to hit this and have that one ball pretty much mirror where it's at on the other side, and hopefully the two ball plays a little hook here. So this is what he's trying to do. Oh, he's going for the
He's
corner.
calling it. He's calling it.
Yeah, and the dangerous thing about this is the scratch in the corner. Did he get a leave off of this? Is it going to stick to the rail? And I don't know if Jordan can make this into the side pocket.
I don't know. It's going to be thin. He might have only I don't know, a third of a pocket there.
But, I mean, the way he's playing, he can go straight up here as well. It's not the easiest shot, but sometimes you get an inch, you got to take the whole thing. But
I think
kind of looking at it, I think
he's
it might
going
go
to cut.
into the side here. I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, see, from our angle here, it looked like it was way tighter.
Yeah.
But I took a peek over because now we can see the table.
Yeah.
When it's on the 9-footer, we can't see the 9-footer, but we are directly in front of the 7-footer here. So and this will give Jordan a great opportunity. Yeah, he doesn't want too much angle here because he's got to play the 5 straight up. And now he's kind of be running into the 5 ball maybe here with this angle. Yeah, he overhit that position by about 2-3 inches. So I'm not sure if he can like avoid hitting the 5-8.
I think he can avoid it, but is that going to do him any favors? I feel like, he's hitting the 5-7 window, and then that 8 ball's pretty big if you're on the right side of the table there.
If he can hit the 5 off the rail a little bit into the solid into the 8 ball, then he should be okay for a shot. But definitely not where he wants to be here. And avoid that scratch in the side. Oh,
a little rub.
Yeah.
A little love.
That's what he's trying to do, is just go into it with a little bit more, So he played that really well. But it's definitely not where he wanted to be.
Ended up perfect. Does he have the angle to go a couple rails for the 6 in the same pocket?
He does have to go forward to play the rail up in the top corner.
Just check it off the top.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do anything too fancy here. 7 ball's in a good position, so. Oh, he had enough angle to go up 1 rail. Now he's in a little bit of a tricky spot here because the 6 ball is such a thin cut. And so the cue ball is going to kind of come back. So he's hoping he can get that cue ball kind of where it's at right now. Maybe just a touch lower. But I don't think he has any issues here. But Jordan knows this is a big moment here. He can get it to 4-3 and hopefully get a break and run on the next one here and tie her up. Doesn't take a whole lot in these matches. One of the big things is when I played Jordan this morning is I scratched on 2 of my breaks and he ran me out both times. And,
You're breaking too good.
Yeah, I was breaking good for him.
Yeah, he needed more clusters.
Yeah, exactly. And, it was, I knew as soon as I scratched, like, Jordan's getting out. And so we had a little bit of a chance at Hill.
That might work.
Yeah, it's like
bump the 8 ball into
I
a
thought
kind of
he
a
had
worse
like a
placement.
little bit more angle on that. I didn't think he was able to get so much juice under. So
The 8's not in an ideal place now that he's moved it.
yeah, and it's hard to see what angle he has on this 7 ball. If he just has to stun this, maybe draw back a couple inches. I'm not sure.
It looks pretty straight.
Yeah, and you don't want to get too fancy with this. Just it's a bar box. You could stun that and still make that 8 ball pretty easy. Yeah, just like that. If this is a 9-footer, maybe, you don't want to kind of leave that angle. But on a bar box, it's definitely shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, we almost had the whole squad here in the final four.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, Vino played his match and he won his match. And so he played Jordan, lost to Jordan. But if I could have won, then it would have been me, Vino, Ben, and
Steven.
Yeah. And there we go.
Gets another one back. Brings the match within one.
Big break here for sure.
Seen a couple of dry breaks in the last couple racks. One for Ben and one for Jordan, so we'll see if they can get the hang of this break.
Yeah, and you know what? I think this table, I think we've always had, you know, everybody knows this table always breaks tough. And we always stream on this table. And it's probably one of the tougher tables to break on for some odd reason. I don't know why. Romeo. Sometimes I try. I just wish I had his money.
Yeah, right?
Two
Making
ball on the
two
break,
ball, yeah.
one ball coming around, and has a shot.
Thin cut.
It's a thin cut, bank shot. The three ball here, he can, like if he banks this into the corner, he doesn't have a whole lot of problems getting shape on the three ball. If he decides to cut this in, it's definitely going to be a little bit trickier to get onto the three ball. But, you know, I think at this stage of the game, anytime you break and you got a shot on the one, that's a win. No matter what it is, right? You just maintain your control.
Mm-hmm. Jordan did call the bank.
Yeah, I just thought it
Nailed
was
it.
easier to hold for position for the three ball here, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm
If
not
he
sure he
hooked
would pop
himself?
this.
I seen him smack the chalk on the table,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure if he hooked himself here.
Well, and he moved the 5 into a little bit of a worse spot too, right? So
Exactly. So maybe he could see this, and he's just mad that he made the 5 in a bad position here. Yeah, he definitely hooked himself on that 7 ball. Tough break, you know. I think he played that bank a little bit harder than he should have. I think he could have just kind of stunned that up a little bit easier instead of like trying to draw into the 10 ball. Even like straight topping would have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, when you're at the table, you have a different look than what we have. So
yeah.
it might have been where he had to pound that in with a little bit of bottom. So is Ben playing the bank here? It's so hard to tell. Yeah, smart play. Using a 6 ball to hide him, but I think he wanted to kind of like hit the 8 ball and stick. And he let that 3 ball get away from him. He's not very happy with himself with that shot. But right from the first shot here, you know, Jordan definitely tying up that 5 ball isn't going to be fun for either guy.
He's going to swerve it here.
Just a little bit of a swerve shot here. Yeah, it's always tough to play that swerve shot, especially with these carbon fibers. They're just not like wood. Wood, you could really bend that through. Like I was playing Edwin. This guy, like, oh, it's just so good.
Was he making U-turns?
Oh, yeah. Like he was. And I hook him. And he's like, you know I'm no good with jumps. I said, yeah, but you're good with the spins. He goes, yeah. And he like spins it around and kicks it perfect. I was like, man, this guy's too good.
It's good to see him playing again. Oh, there's a little.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, he would have liked to have opened that up a little bit more.
Yeah, he still got that in his side, and he doesn't have to do much for the 6 here.
Oh, yeah, I guess it does go on the side. Looking at it live, it looks like it's pretty close to the rail.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the easiest shot.
I think he's
But
all right.
I think he's okay. It's really hard to tell from the screen, but when I looked at the table, it looks like it goes pretty good. And like I said, he doesn't have to do a whole lot with this natural onto the 6. And same thing here. He doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball. Just kind of like leave it where it's at unless he... Yeah, you see he wants to roll it forward a touch. Now he's looking at the side pocket. It's good to walk around and just take a couple peeks, right?
Yeah.
And a nice little safety by Ben, which forced a ball in hand there for Ben here to finish off this rack.
I know Ben would like nothing more than to get back to Steven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. You know, they're always playing back and forth here. I think last time Ben got the better half, and, you know, Steven got the better half of them this time. But, you know, these guys always love to just battle. You know, I know Ben was really kind of cheering me on to come back, and hopefully he wanted to be into this position in the finals playing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I gave her the best shot, right? It says I really didn't play terrible, just a couple dry breaks, scratches on the breaks, and
Yep.
you know, Jordan's the kind of
Breaks
guy
are
you don't
big.
want to leave him a wide open table.
Yeah. Yeah, breaks are big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a good laugh about it after, you know. We're all good friends. Jordan and I have been playing for ever since I've moved here.
When did you move here? How long has
It's
it been
like
now?
2006, so
Oh, wow.
18 years, yeah.
God, time flies by, hey?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember Jordan and I were at these tournaments like Chalks and stuff like that. And a lot of times we just played in the finals, and he'd just give me a ride home. I didn't have wheels at the time when I moved here. So he was always nice to give me a ride home, and the Cameo used to give me ride homes once in a while.
Nice.
Yeah, it was always nice. Everyone always takes care of you here. And where's this one ball going? Ben said the cue ball got kicked, you know, and definitely got into a bad position here.
It looks like on the screen there might be a window between the 5-7.
5-7, yeah. If it was, that's a super tight window.
Or do you just play the push out here?
Well,
What do you do?
if you
go
can't
for the
see,
hit?
if you can't see the hit, then you know you play a push, kind of like. Ideally, you want to like leave a kick shot, you know. So you kind of play a safety that, or a push into an area that you think like, okay, you know, he's gonna give it back to me. And
Corner
then,
pocket's a little tricky. You know, scratch the cue ball. If he can cut the one ball over and put the one ball and the cue ball on that top rail and use the 3 as a blocker.
yeah, look, if he's looking at different options, which is good, right? You could see he's like trying to leave side pocket for a jump shot because he feels more comfortable with a jump. And that's one of those risks. Like Jordan's no slouch at the jumps either.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you get into this situation, you make the jump, you know, now you got another problem, 2-ball.
Is Jordan going to give this back?
I think he's going to give it back because getting on the 2's not going to be the easiest part. But with this jump cue that you know, he has, he could draw back on this pretty easy. Is he looking to kick safe here? Yeah, it looks like he is. He wants to hit that and have the cue ball go into the 3 and use the 3 as his... And when you play pushes, you kind of want to get back to the table. Oh, yeah, he hit that a little fat.
Yep.
Because you want to hit that thinner or push the cue ball behind a 3. You know, but it's always tricky on these rails. Especially, you know, he's been playing on the 9-footers this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So, just a little bit different angles. Yeah, that's right, Romeo. We go way back at JR's. They used to have tournaments there on Sundays.
Oh, yeah, I remember that place.
I think the funniest story that I have from that place is I was playing somebody, and it was a race to 3, and it was 2-0 for this guy. And I was really tired. You know, we were out partying at the bar all night. I don't even think I slept. And I got ball in hand, and I went to go put ball in hand, and I dropped the cue ball on the balls. And I broke out all the balls.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just like laughing. I'm just like, here's ball in hand back. and then he gets onto the 8-ball, and I'm about to give it to him because I'm just like, whatever. But I'm like, you know what? Always let them shoot it, right? And it wasn't like an easy 8-ball, but it wasn't hard either. And he missed the 8-ball. And I ended up breaking and running, and then he broke dry on the hill, and I ran out on the hill, and I won. And then I ended up winning the tournament.
My gosh.
But if you were to watch,
What just happened
I
there?
think he might have like got a kick or something, like a skid, because he was just trying to play a safety there. I think he was like maybe trying to draw into the 9-ball or something, use the 9-ball and it might have just like skidded on him just a hair. I'm looking at the replay right now.
I think he was supposed to try to go around the 9, not into the 9, obviously.
Yeah, he just mishit it. He just mishit it because when he hit it with a little inside, which shortens up the object ball.
Oh, brain bubble.
Just a little bit of like, your mind says one thing,
Yeah.
and the table says something else. And you know, these little mistakes here, you know, this is gonna give Ben a great chance to get onto the hill. And I know Jordan's definitely, you know, disappointed in himself that he played great all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then he makes two errors in this match. That's probably going to cost him the match. Uh-oh. That's getting a little close to the side pocket.
That's twice.
Yeah. But I still don't think Jordan has to hold his head low here, man. He had a great weekend.
No, it's really good.
And this
good feat
field
to
was
get to
not
the final
weak.
3.
Oh, this is a
right?
strong field. Very strong field. I was happy the way I performed this weekend. You know, I got some big wins. You know, overall I just played good. You know, and like I said, when I played Jordan, I got cue ball kicked in twice, and he ran me out both times, and I lose hill. Could have been a different match if I don't, you know, scratch.
Totally.
And I mean, Jordan did what he was supposed to do. You know, punish me for my mistakes. So, Benjamin Buttons is on the hill.
He hates that. You don't. It wasn't me.
I've been calling him that for 10 years.
I know, but if you start something, he's going to kill you.
I always call him that. Even when I see him, like probably even this weekend, I'm like, "What's up, Mr. Buttons?" And he's like, "Not much, just chilling." But you know what? I think it's like certain people.
Maybe.
Like Benny Lou. I'm like, "Uncle Benny."
Yeah.
He goes, "Who said that?" And I said, "I did." He goes, "Okay." He's like, "Only you can call me that." So I was like, okay, I really didn't mean to offend you. So I just haven't called him Uncle Benny since. But Ben hasn't said anything that, you know, it bothers him. But, I mean, we bug him, call him short all the time. And, you know.
Of course, I think he's used to that.
You know, he always calls me chubby. We have a good thing. But, you know, I always tell him, like, if I'm not bugging you, you know, I probably don't like you as much as you think. But if I'm bugging you, you know I like you. But, I mean, we've been friends for, geez.
It's almost a lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah. He might have been 18 just coming to the bar.
Since Ben was a B player.
We did play B. We did. We played for the Jackets in B1. And so Lenny was on the team. And Farron.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember who else was on the team.
It's a name
Maybe
I haven't heard in a while.
John Walper might have been on the team. But, yeah, we played them to get to the finals. And it was a really close match. And so he always like, "You stole my jacket." Because we had good players on our team. And so Georgios was on our team. And so he played with us in B1, but he also spared for the Masters team. It was like a Masters B team. I think it went like Norm to set in that.
Right.
So they had a fun little team. So he's playing with us, and then he's running over there playing with them. Yeah, it's the truth. You always got to have good times, good laughs. Nice kick there by Jordan. I'm not sure.
Ooh.
Not sure what Ben can do here with this.
Might be interesting.
Yeah. Might just play this off the 8-ball and kind of stun it there for the 5-ball hook. And then I don't know if he can make, see, he's looking like if he slides off, can he make the 10-ball?
I was just looking at that to see if that carom was there. I don't know. That's pretty steep.
It's pretty steep. I don't know if Ben would go for it because it's a little careless. And Ben's getting better at not being careless like that. You know, I don't think it's a big problem to kind of just go off the 9-ball and have that 1 ball go down by the 7 and use the 5-ball for a safety. You know, and that's where the good discipline comes in. But the best part is Ben's giving the respect. Did he just call the 1 in the side? Does it go straight in the side?
Saw him point somewhere. Oh, that 9-ball almost kicked the cue ball in.
But see, like he
Got
could have just
coverage.
stunned that there and hooked him behind the 5. I mean, he got away with this one here.
Yeah, he acknowledged he got fortunate there.
Yeah.
Josh says, I'd call the 10-ball, right?
Oh,
And that's
geez.
why we're not playing in the tournament, Josh.
Like, one thing that you do is like, yeah, you can go for it, right? But if you don't make it, you leave it over the hole, and you kind of probably sell out the farm here.
Yeah.
So there's this good discipline of just, you know, like I said, I think the stun would have been great. You know, but I think he still knew he can kind of get safe and just try to get that cue ball a little bit further. But probably not leave it in the jaws in the corner pocket. That was probably not part of the plan.
Well, I like Ben's chances running out 8 balls for the win here.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing is tied up anymore. Everything's wide open.
He got a little funny on this 2-ball. He would have liked to have just kind of rolled forward, so...
Is he going into the 5?
Yeah, I think he's going to have to, like, punch this to get to the 3-ball here. Like, 1 inch further down, and then he could just roll into it, right? But now he's kind of like... If he can avoid the 5 and just play it into the top corner. Oh, look at that. He had enough to go forward like that. But definitely not something you want to do on a nice, easy table. Going crashing into balls and stuff like that. But no problems here for Mr. Buttons. These are always the scary shots with the side pocket.
Yeah.
See, and that's a smart way. Just, if you're going to hit it, don't hit it hard enough so you don't get to the side pocket.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Should be able just to float down for the 9 here.
Yeah.
Under
like
hit
to have-
slightly.
Yeah. It's not going to be a major problem, but he definitely would have liked to have been down at least 3-4 more inches. But it won't pose a problem here for Ben. You know, just a little siding and just let that cue ball come up kind of like by the side pocket. See, and I like that. You know, he knew it was a little bit, and he didn't want to just float it in. You know, just give it a little extra, come up and down, and you're good. Right? That was a smart play on Ben's half. You know.
Well, and that is going to be it. So Jordan Rothenball is going to go out in 3rd place. I want to say, let me just double check before it comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, he got 3rd.
3rd place, so $470 for 3rd. Coming up next, we're going to have Ben versus Stephen Holem, who's waiting in the hot seat. A rematch of when Ben got knocked to the B side. So stay tuned for that. Don't go far. We're just going to do a quick reset, and we'll be back once those two are ready to go. Thanks, everyone. We'll be back soon.